Felipe again. Once more here with Dania. We're gonna continue working a little bit from the spider guard, working with a different perspective. Okay, so nice to see everyone. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head. The other arm. Over the hips, everyone. Also both sides. Alright, people dropping on the floor. Moving the hips side to the side. Okay, just to loosen up, counting to 10. So as we're done, we're gonna bridge. 10 times each side. We're gonna hip skate. 10 times each side, everyone. We're gonna hip skate forward from one side to the other side. 10 times each side, everyone. Sitting up, bringing the hips up, switch the knees, same thing to the other side. Pay attention, everyone. Hips low, elbows together, stable, 5 times each side. Rolling over the shoulder back and forth. Okay, control the hips, everyone. 5 times each side, back and forth. And here, I'm gonna roll to the side. I'm gonna stop halfway and I'm gonna sit forward. So, rolling over the right shoulder. As soon as my hip is above my head, I sit forward. Again, right shoulder drop, hip comes up, and I sit forward. Okay? You're probably struggling with room as well. Alright. To the other side, we did the same thing, people. Left shoulder drops, hips above the head, and I sit forward. Shoulder drops, hip up, sitting forward. Make sure, people, that you go over your shoulder, not over your legs. Okay? 5 times each side, and then we can start with the partner drills. Let's go, people. Okay, people, so similar to the drills that we've been doing, we're going to do the attacks from the spider guard, but this time with your opponent standing. Okay, so then it's gonna set her spider here. She's gonna move from one side and set a triangle, for example. Move the sleeve, hip up, throw the leg over the shoulder. She's gonna go back, and here she's doing the same to the other side. Switch sides, pull the sleeve, hit, elevate the hip, chopping here with the omoplata, then. Exactly. And so basically, people, we're gonna be switching triangle and omoplata. Switch side, a triangle. Switch side, omoplata. Okay? So same thing. I just want you guys to have the feeling to understand that it doesn't matter if your opponent is up. Okay, you guys are gonna have the same control. So again, that is switch sides and attack. She returns. She switches sides and attacks again. Okay? So, person on the bottom, 3 minutes, then you guys switch, okay? No need to be fast. I just want you guys to have this feeling of switching side to the side and setting an attack. Okay? Let's move to the next one, people. Okay, people. So, we're gonna work with a situation that happens a lot when we have spider guard. And I'm starting already in a not so good position for me. Okay, because sometimes we're gonna deal with a situation in which my opponent is in front of us. I have the feet on the bicep, but sometimes I'm gonna struggle here with extending the legs. And what Daniel wants to do here in reality is to move away from me. Okay? So when this happens, people, what I need to do is to keep one foot on the bicep. Okay, I'm gonna keep the grip, and I wanna place the other foot on the floor. Okay, so here, guys, I'm going to do 2 motions at once. I'm going to slide my hip towards the foot that I have on the floor. here, and you guys could see that Danya already moved forward, and I'm going to extend my leg, okay? So I brought Danya back, I'm gonna bring my foot around, and I'm gonna have this position right here, okay? Just for the sake of the exercise, I'm gonna bring my foot back, I'm gonna let Danya step away, and we're gonna set the same grips that we had before. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. So I have my both feet on her bicep, Danya's gonna grab my pants and move away. Pay attention, people, one foot stays on the bicep, the other one stays on the floor, and you guys could realize that when Danya moves away, I set up as well, I don't stay on my back. Okay, so here I slide the hip towards the foot that I have on the floor, in this case my left one. As I brought my hip underneath her hip, I'm just going to extend my leg to the side so I can make Danya move forward. I'm gonna bring my leg around here, her hip, and I'm gonna have the control. Okay, from here I'm gonna undo my position. I'm gonna set the spider. Danya steps away. I sit up, step on the floor, hip to the heel, extend the leg, bring my leg around, and I'm gonna keep my position. Okay, comes back, Danya moves away, foot on the floor, sitting up, hip forward, extending the leg, bring my leg back, and I keep the control. Okay, just so we don't let people move away from us. Okay. Let's see today's position, people. Okay, everyone, so today we're gonna work in a situation where my opponent is trying to slip away from me. So just to put in a context, sometimes I'm gonna have my opponent here. What my opponent is going to do is to move away and put me in this position. What is important for me here, for one, once I have the control, I cannot stay on my back and let my opponent move away, because if I do that, if Danya moves away and I stay on my back, I'm gonna lose my grip, okay? So if I was here, I was working, Danya brought her hip in front of me and moved away, I'm gonna sit up, okay? So now that I wanna bring Danya back, we're going to do the same thing we just did. I'm gonna step with one foot on the floor, I'm gonna keep the other foot on the bicep, I'm gonna slide my hip towards my foot, extend the leg, and I'm gonna have my opponent on top of me. So from here, guys, the situation that I'm gonna have is that I have her leg crossing my hip, so I'm just gonna bring my leg around and step on her hip, which is gonna give me a really good control. But at this point, as long as I have Danya on top of my hip, it's gonna be complicated for me to move. So since I already have her hip here in front of me, what I'm going to do in reality is letting go of the sleeves and grab the ankles. And from here, I'm just going to start driving my leg towards the hip. I'm gonna elevate my hip and push forward, okay? As Danya drops, I have two options, okay? First, I already have this foot, so if I wanna switch for ankle lock is already here, or I can simply do a technical stand up, bring myself up, and now I'm gonna be dealing with her guard, okay? So, once more, I had the spider, Danya moves away, I step on the floor, I bring Danya back, and I'm gonna have my control right here. Okay, just like the exercise we just did. Okay, so from here I'm gonna bring my leg around, just let go of the grips, grab the ankle, hip up, push forward, and switch to an ankle lock, or bring myself up, and I'm gonna be working from the top position. All right. One last time, in a faster pace. I'm gonna be here, Danya moves away, I bring her back, leg around, push forward, come up, and I'm gonna be working from the top. Okay, very simple position, people, and very effective, because most of the times you're gonna have people trying to get the space, move away to take your back out of the floor. So we bring them back and we use this momentum to sweep. All right. Just trying with each other, guys. I'm gonna show another one. This one's gonna work when people do a mistake, and you guys can capitalize on it. Okay, everyone. I wasn't going to show this position, but I think it's important for us to talk about. when people don't know how to react against the spider guard. Instead of getting space, they put their weight on top of you. So situation, I'm here with Danya, I'm gonna have the spider, and instead of walking away, she walks towards me into this situation here, putting myself over my shoulder. So guys, this is a very comfortable position for me, because right now I have all of her weight on top of me, but I'm still controlling her bicep. So Danya is not able to put any pressure. So this gives me full control. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to keep moving backwards. I'm going to extend my leg, roll over my shoulder, ending up on the mount, and I'm gonna have the top position. Okay? So one more time. I'm gonna have the spider guard, then I move towards me. So here, I'm over my shoulder. I'm gonna bring my knees towards my shoulder. I'm going to extend both legs backwards, roll over my shoulder, ending up on the mount, and I'm gonna be working from here. Okay, so this is kind of an instinctive situation that we can work, because every time the opponent throws a weight on top of me, we're just gonna roll backwards and get the top position. Okay, let's train a little bit, people. Okay, people, so from here, we're gonna continue working with each other. Like I said, people, since we're still working and learning how to work from the spider guard, most of you are not yet familiar with this. People on the bottom, giving your 100% to get the sweep, to get the submission. People on top, trying to pass, but not 100%. I would say 40, 50%. As your partner gets better, you guys can put a little bit more pressure. But I'm gonna be here with Danya. I'm gonna be moving, trying to get a sweep. Get the sweep, good for me. We come back. If I'm here not properly working, then I move away. I'm gonna bring her back, bring myself up. Good for me, we start over. So again, people, first on the bottom, trying to get a sweep or a submission. First on top, resisting and trying to pass. If any of you reach your goal, back from the beginning. 3 minutes, one of you on top, the other one on the bottom, and then you guys add as many rolls as you want. All right, hope everyone's okay. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye everyone.